Fireman, need fireman. Fireman.
Right now, the Insegis and Jeno has booze, but what's inside Fire Talks and Chilo Genatikueke, Silapa Ngapagati, Umlilo Fire Talks. It is CTV. At this time of an hour, Gampulapulu Yayaz, and the Panako Kalawanagam Unjungba Ubukele Glondao. So there's no call about Ubomi Bukarasta, not just Gobomi Kupela, but also Gesnokola Nangum Kuluwake, and the Ayaz and the Gopanake now Funugena Pagates court was no matter what's happening inside the court. Ufunukwazi into kokubanake kwi-repatriation of Rastafari levity ngakumbu Rasta apa eMzansi Cape Town. What is happening with the Rastafari community? And this time of an hour, and yaqinisekisa into kokubanake before sibesijonga zonke intwezi, we do have enqinisekisa South African Reggae Music Awards okanye izawutsho omnye ukuthi yi-South African Reggae Music Association. Ibambe kulokona ke uyeke awards bake sezifikile ngoku kuwe ke enqinisekisa i-rewards zokubana ke sibone uRasta engena ngaphakathi in your big screen. Right now inside me ndinaye uFreddy, right now it's Likkle Freddy Skula V. Let me pass my greetings, my lord. Respect. Freddy, yes, you large.
Respect.
Yes, yeah, man. Some say it's a little Freddy, but hey, it's a large Freddy.
Yes.
This one is a large one.
A big thing.
See?
Yes,
My leaders, I know many people right now in Cape Town, right? Even the viewers out there, they want to know, when we start talking about SARMA, South African Reggae Music Association, Indoni SARMA, I will start with you, Freddy.
Yes.
Just giving to the massive out there. Indoni SARMA, what is it there for?
Isarma mntakwethu ngumbutho we-reggae music walapha eMzantsi Africa. Asizuthi eMzantsi Africa because it's southern. We include all these SADC countries. It's an association that is based all around the Southern Africa. What is our aim? Our aim is to uplift all the reggae practitioners from all the levels, because we want to take reggae music and put it in the mainstream of all the music genres. It must be also be there, just like any other genre of the music. That's what we are busy doing as SARMA.
Yeah. So it's much more clear when a schooler that the aim of SARMA is to uplift all the reggae artists, or should I say reggae music itself, eMzansi. Yes, but now we know in good care the industry, it's got a lot of challenges up eMzansi. But firstly, what made SARMA to come up with such a kind of initiative? Indoni yona sizathu nisuswe indoni lokubangela uba siqokelele ngoku i-artist under this banner of SARMA.
No, the problem is this, my brother. This music, Wamarasta, you see, we call it reggae music. Yes, I found ukuthi it's not on the mainstream, and the abanda kwethu abenza umculo yabo, like they suffer to get the airplays, the television plays, you see. So that now we come together to make this NPO. Otherwise, it's a non-profit organization. You see, now we are just busy funding it on ourselves, while we are looking forward to get some fundings all over the places. You see,
Rastafari. So
we just come up to make like in the Yoba, we must uplift the music of Rastafari. You know.
Just on the note, when a leader of uplifting the music of Rastafari and knowing the fact that you are also looking at these artists. Now, Freddy, as well as Kula, maybe both you can come up on this one. Because you notice reggae music itself, as we notice, is that it has been sort of more inspired, one would have said, in Rastafari community, or one would say in the Rastafari communities, whereby reggae music has been so much loved. Yes, do you tend to, I would say, as SARMA, do you get the same support, or should I say, Ingaba, is there any contribution that you tend to find from the Rastafari community?
From the community of Rastafari, there is support from those that I have got the information about the SARMA. Ingxaki ebangela uba singafumani support epheleleyo, information ngendlela endiyibona ngayo ayikafikeleli kubantu bonke ngendlela efanele befikelela ngayo.
So CTV blazing now, right?
Blaze it up, yes.
Right?
Give it to the people.
Yes,
because we have been having some sort of a seminar. We had a seminar in February, it was in Artscape, whereby we tried to get all these stakeholders that are busy with reggae music from radio stations, television, because SABC was present there. I think we called also a Jamaican commissioner, and we had also our local stations like Bush Radio, the guy who's playing reggae there, because we wanted to have a solution of how can we take reggae music to the next step, and how can we also make people see that they have to join SARMA and support SARMA, because if they don't join SARMA, this vision and this dream that we have, it cannot go forward because we can take it forward. It's the people that need to come on board and push it.
Now, ndifuna just ukuva wena lithi into yokubana ingaba mhlambi do you get, I would say mhlambi whereby I would say nina as isarma, do you get sort of Rastafari community members coming towards and express basically on sort of their support? Because I was looking at also the Indaba, the Reggae Indaba that was basically within, I would say, Artscape. Just share around that.
Yes.
What kind of sort of influence that is coming from the side?
As we talk about Reggae in Indaba, you see, even there, we had a lot of people there, even the community of Makaskavi was there to support us, even as we were like having time to open up the Reggae in Indaba. We give them to open up with Nayapingi chants, you see, so that we know that this thing is not only about music only. It's all about us and the community of Rastafari, you know.
Now, the artist that is now, I would say, watching out Umlilo Fire Talks at this time of an hour, what can he, like, if ever is a sort of a younger artist, it might be a sort of an artist that was not part of the Indaba. What must he or do to become part of the SARMA, or should I say, to be a member of SARMA?
Okay, it's just simple. To be a member of SARMA, you need to get in contact with us. We have forms that we give to potential wannabe members that they can fill and become members. We also do have a registration fee that a member must pay, but that will be, I can give a member that one when we meet. Our office numbers, office numbers so long.
Yeah, I was going to ask Freddy that amount, because I think that amount is very vital.
It's vital.
Yeah,
do I have to give it to the public?
Why not?
Yes, it's 100 rands, just a basic 100 rands.
Yes, sir.
That a person can be a member of SARMA. And you must know that when you become a member of SARMA, at least we do give preference to those that show commitment and pay, because SARMA cannot go without money.
A commitment, a vital thing.
When you show commitment, then we at least can, when we do have something like shows, festivals, we can take those that are committed and put them in the shows so that they can have something that they get.
What benefits for the artist as it is zingenela, or should I say to be the members of SARMA?
Yes, like as you talk about the Sunsplash that RUF had, that organization, Rasta United Front, made that event, you see. But they come to us, you see, to outsource the artists that they need to be put on the event, you see. And then they have to sign some forms and so on, so that they can be paid for the event, you see. So we had like more than 50 artists that were there.
There was a lot of bands
from SARMA, you see. So those artists have that privilege to get something on that thing, you see. So that means all the people that are pushing their events, firstly they consult us, you see, so that we can provide with the artists that are around, you see. But the problem now we have, if the artist is not registered with us, and we know that is needed, but we're having a problem with that on our own side, that artist must negotiate that on his own, you see, without us. Now we are busy like with artists that are registered on SARMA.
So it means, what you say, my lord, is that now you are dealing with the artists that are registered under SARMA.
Yes,
now, if an artist is not registered under SARMA, it's difficult for you to deal, I would say, to mingle within the businesses of such kind of artists.
Yeah, man.
I understand. Now, leader, before I go quickly to the break, because I know for a fact, because now it is much more clear that you are basically, artists have come together in a level that they are wanting to make sure that they own their works in that sense. So now, looking at basically Skula, there is a big challenge in sense of reggae music and Rastafari, sort of, I would say, community. In a sense that this challenge I'm looking at, yes, it is an influence that comes, but you'd find that some other artists, you know, they tend to be, I would say, not living the life of Rastafari in that kind, and then they are also playing the reggae music. But after the break, we will be reasoning more on such. But as we reason on that, as Skula V, and as well as Likkle Freddy, you know, I need to get that kind of, you know, I would say the insight, the info of Skula V about what is reggae music versus Rastafari, or is it reggae music for Rastafari, or Rastafari for reggae music? So I just want to get to that level. When a Skula V, what would you say that one?
Yes, as Skula V is a revolutionary artist, you know, singing some songs and with the issues that are happening around our communities. You see, there's a lot of issues that we are busy with in the communities that are not expressed to the fullest to the people. You see, that's when Skula V fit in to come up and express those issues to the people and give those issues to the people, so that people mustn't even think that these issues are little, are small, you see. Still are big issues that people need to deal with, you see.
In Rastafari community, if you're Nepan, strictly Rastafari liberty, it is for the people. And this time of an hour, it is Umlilo Fire Talks. Before we add towards this performance of the artist, I will make sure that for you, go out there and gather all those popcorns, sit down there and make sure as we're taking up the break, you are basically sitting tight and make sure that you are not going to be disturbed when we're coming back, because Likkle Freddy is going to give up his info on this one. Is Rastafari for reggae music, or is reggae music versus Rastafari? Right?
Yeah! Original dancehall. I put a thing in us. It's a Skula V, you understand? Check this. Hey, 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 hey. Anyway, listen. Says corner, says corner, says corner, says corner, says corner. And this story started 2013 when they didn't want to pay the people them in a the go hooks. Anyway, we are talking about, hey, hey, it's a pota story. Hey, it's a pota story. Now, it's a pota story. Hey, it's a pota pan Google it too. It's a pota pan Kayeleta. It's a pota pan Felipe. It's a pota pan Nini, Jovini. It's a pota story. Now, it's a pota story. Hey, it's a pota story. Now, I'm feeling sorry. Hey, I'm feeling sorry.
I need fireman. Fireman. I need fireman. Fireman.
That's all. Ibonga bakamhlambu uphosiwe. You should be definitely ke ngokwenqinisekisa ba ungomnye wabantu abazibandakanya kunye nathi. Ibonga bakhangu ibone, it was a pota performance. It is, no doubt, definitely ke ndifuna ukuthi ke banokwenzela noba SMS okanye WhatsApp utata uAndile Lili nomama uHelen Zile to watch once again this one, because it was a pota song dedicated to them. Any which way, so we are back and can forward towards Likkle Freddy. Likkle Freddy, as I said, my lord, I'm sure now Cape Town Massive has been watching and sitting tight with their popcorns. When Likkle Freddy is upon the stage, you know, is it about the Rastafari, you know, yes, or it's basically about the music, reggae, in terms of performance? When you are on that stage.
When I'm on that stage.
Yes, sir.
My lord, I will say mostly it's about Rastafari, because that's how I got to know reggae music.
See?
I first know Rasta. Then after that, I learned to listen to Rasta music. When I find out Rasta music is dealing with big issues, it's dealing with community issues, world issues, then I started to love reggae music. So when I'm on stage and performing music, I'm just being a voice of those that cannot be there and voice their concerns. Because I'm there to voice for the ghetto people, for the ghetto youth, for the woman them, and for all of the suffering people them, even the street kid them.
On the note of the suffering ones, you know, Skula V, I'm looking at you said, my lord, that the pota, you know, like a performance itself, and you've said that you're also looking at the issues that are turning sort of are running around, and these issues, some of them, people want to silence them. Yes, and you kind of becoming that voice of the voiceless, giving up, yes, I would say. Now, when as Skula V, looking at the message that you have just said, and what made you to come up with the pota, you know, performance, especially the pota one?
Yes, you see, the Pota Pota story is not finished.
True.
Because the people of
Remember that?
Guguletu-
Pota Pota is not finished. The Pota Pota story is not finished.
Yes, sir. Because the people of Guguletu in Ghana and Barcelona are still living in that situation. You see, the people of PM and QQS section are still living in that situation.
Yes,
This is in Kailicha, leader.
This is in Kailicha now, PM sections and all those TR sections. So people are still living in those situations. Whereby using those pota potas in front of the kids, you see, in the house, you see. So that thing is not a healthy thing for people to live on.
For any human being.
For any human being.
It is not a healthy thing.
Yes,
I get it. Now, Skula, I knew myself as we were driving, I would say, on the N2, I saw the white, what you call
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yeah.
You did saw that thing there.
Yes, sir. The Pota Pota, I saw them.
I did
know.
saw that thing also there.
Yeah, if one
Yeah.
has never been in Kailicha, if you drive around Kailicha, definitely at some point when you see those white, I would say it might be 5 liter look-alike.
Yes.
You better overstand. Yeah, man, it's a Pota Pota story. That's why Skula V performed the Pota Pota story. My leader, do you at any time, before I take, I would say, Likkle Freddy on this one, do you at any time feel, Uguti, that there's sort of, I would say, a word that you would like to share towards the leaders of the community? As you say, there is actually challenges that are happening. But do you, as a Skula V, as a Rastafari, I would say, living the life, and as an artist, do you feel by any time that you need sort of a platform whereby you need to address your leaders within the community? Do you feel that kind of sense?
True, my lord. That thing sometimes you will feel basically in the issues that you have around you, issues of land, issues of housing, issues of electricity. You see, there's still people that are not having electricity, while we're having this long time of democracy, Chairman. You see, and there are still people that are dwelling at the backyards of their houses, while we're still having this democracy that we have. So the leaders now, they don't even want us to voice out about these issues, you see. They cut out, you see. But one thing I want to say, Chairman, we will still always continue the struggle of the people, you see. That all the people need to have all the resources that we need. In terms of that, we need to live the high life, Chairman.
Respect.
Yeah, keep on.
Other people, they want to live the high life. So if you are a minister, you are a politician out there, and you can call yourself a leader, a president, member. All the people needs to live the high life.
Yes,
See?
yes.
Skula V.
Yes,
Freddy, it is basically now a time people, the young one is watching it in Guguletu. Freddy, the role model, if you understand, within the reggae music itself.
Yes,
now, as a Freddy, looking, you might say, as you look around your community, you feel like there is a message that you might want to share, not only to the leaders of the, I would say, of the community, but now to the ones that are on the ground alongside of Freddy. What can be that message? Sharing as a Rastafari artist, in a sense.
Yes, I would say to all of the youths in the ghetto, young man and woman, they must stand up and get up and do something about their lives. We know in our communities there's unemployment, there's crime, there's drug abuse, alcohol abuse. I would want them to get awareness and be aware of all those ills in our societies. And the youths must go to school, the youths must be, they must be perseverance with their education and make sure that they finish their education in order to fight against poverty. One of the things, if you don't get a way of pushing your education forward, there's a lot to do. You can come and join arts. You can go to arts theaters and try to get a link. How can you link? How can you be part of the organizations that are there? There's always something to do other than going and sit in the corner of the street and doing nothing. That's what I want to say to the youth and even to the leaders. The leaders must also take care of the community. The youths must be taken care of. They must do something for the youths. The youths need development. In our areas, there's no art centers. There's even the community halls that are there. It's hard to even go and book it.
Access them, to access.
For an event. For an event, they are just there. You see, there's nothing going on in those So we are also trying to get a link with the community leaders in order to address those.
So when I'm looking at it, my leader, your message is more like open up the doors for these young people, and you young people out there, be so much perseverance in your education. It's more like nyamezelani, you know, within this. And my leader, before I close it up, I know that you've got a message to the people out there, especially for the rich man. You know, I know that Sarma have put it clear that there's a much more need for the support, not only from the artist side, but also from the community level and other stakeholders. But now, I know as Freddy, the song basically of Rich Man, you know, you've got a message there to the ones that have. What is this message?
The message I am passing through this song, Mr. Richman, is just to say, I don't say Mr. Richman must give money, Mr. Richman, or I'm saying Mr. Richman must do something. I know here in South Africa we have this divide, this big divide in our social economic situation.
You see the N2s that tends to separate the towns
from the townships. You see?
Lord.
So now I would like for the rich men, they must see and know that they have to do something in order to make ends meet from both sides. They must make ends meet. They must help people fight against poverty. In this song, I am talking mostly about the people in the streets. You see, there are children sleeping in the streets, and a big man with a big Benz is just driving by and passing by with no conscience of doing anything about that. You see, what I'm saying, I'm not saying they should give money. They must do something about that. The situation, it affects everyone, so everyone must stand up for that one.
So it's about time that you out there, Pan, if you know yourself, you've got something, make sure you do something.
Do something.
You know, if you've got something, do something for those that have nothing.
Yes.
You know. Anyway, now, Freddy, I don't want to talk about who you worked with when it comes to the song, but the message within Umlilo Fire Talks is the fire that you're bringing within this, you know. And my leader, I want to once again say actually a maximum respect, because it's much more, I would say, less whereby we find artists as sort of, I would say, they are holding the, what you call the bull by its horn at this time. So it's about that time. Yeah, man, it's a fire talk time, you know. We need, you know, artists to give up to that level. So on that level, I really give maximum respect for that level. And now, Skula V, I know for the fact you also have, I would say, young people around Khayelitsha, and you would like to make sure that those young people also get the message, you know. And in this time, from Umlilo Fire Talks, what is Skula V giving the young ones as a message, Depa?
Okay, it's that people, we need to wake up, you see. If the call has come, we need to wake up for that call, you see. We can't sit down and stand in the corners and doing nothing. You see, we need to wake up for ourselves so that we can get what we need.
True. It's Umlilo Fire Talks, definitely, no doubt, we are not just back. Let me tell you people, we are forward right now. Remember, we have been here for a long, long time, so now we are going Depan. It is definitely forward, that's where we are going. So it tells you straight to the elders Depan who are just watching at this time, to the youths, to the mothers, I will tell you straight once again, all the works, all the words, the sound that you've got, it is word, sound, and power. Make sure that you take up these words and you carry it if you are a youth, and make sure that definitely, if you definitely are an elder, Depan, you take up these words and you see how you can basically find a way to mingle and try to meet up with Sarma. Not only Sarma, but the artists within the reggae music of Mzansi. Right now, Mr. Richman, there's a message for you. And if you are inside Mzansi in Cape Town, this message, it is going strictly to you, Depan. And for those that are watching us around the world, Depan, may say once again, it's a maximum salute, and definitely will never dispute Emperor Haile King Selassie. Jah Rastafari, King Selassie, the first and forevermore.
Mr. Richman, give a little something for the ghetto youths before them go out and loot. Let me know. A little something, something, something. A little something, something, something. A little something, something, something. Let me know. True. Nobody born for the streets, but the streets are filled with the youths under blanket and sheet. No have no house, no home down the street corner by KFC, where the youths asleep. Summertime out and winter time in Cape Town famous with the cold chilly breeze and winds. No have nowhere fi go hide, not even knowing supper time come. Where we are go with Mr. Richman, give a little something. You see the youth on the street side are sleeping. Mr. Big Man, give a little something. We under pain and poverty and suffering.